Salutations, I'm Presley. Welcome, I hope you've had a wonderful week. Today I will be going over some of my thoughts on episode 43 of the Thousand Year Blood Walk. Now this episode is of course titled Blood of My Bone. Alright, now let's go over some of the things that happen in this episode. Once again, we'll not be going into great detail because, I'm not the best at describing things. We get to see Ichigo fighting Yuhabaha a bit more. We get to see Orihime helping him and all that, which, visually looks really good. I love that. We get to see more of the Uyu and Yugum fight, which, once again, good grief. Good grief. I cannot function half the time when I see that fight. It is so good. It is genuinely like fine dining, a feast for the eyes. At least to me it is. We get to see the Vizards fighting a bit with Gerard Valkyrie, It's good to get to see them actually shine a bit, after they kind of got glossed over and done dirty in the Thousand Year Blood War in the manga. That being said, it doesn't go well for them here either, Then, of course, we get to see good old Hitsugaya show up. Being as cool as he is. No pun intended. Okay, slight pun intended, but come on. We cut back to some more fighting between Ichigo and Yuhabaha, and we also get to see some more Uyu and Yugum as well while this is going down too. We get, Orihime during the Ichigo and Yuhabaha section, like, she's pouring her heart into every action she takes for Ichigo in this moment. Like, she is pouring everything she has into making her barriers strong enough to try to protect and heal him. Like, she's doing everything she can. And, like, there's one section where it's like she uses she's putting so much strain on her body to, like, keep this barrier formed, to block one of Yuhabaha's attacks that, like, she genuinely starts to bleed. Like, she's causing herself a lot of pain. And, like, that's crazy, but, like, it's really impactful. And I think a lot of Orihime and Ichigo's moments here are, like, honestly really good. I'm very fond of them. Ichigo, this is one of those fights where it's like, even though Ichigo knows that there does have to be another Soul King, when they do beat Yuhabaha, obviously, to keep the balance to restore the balance, he does not care if it ends up having to be him. He does not care, because Ichigo's the type of person where you could literally tell him, yeah, you'll die if you win this fight, and he would still want to win anyway, because he's a good guy like that. And that's why you gotta love Ichigo, honestly. He's very admirable. But yeah, we get to see more back and forth there. We get to see a bit more Yugum and Uyu fighting. I love this fight. Like I've said little seconds ago. We get to see the Gerard fight a bit more, where, we see Byakuya show up. We see Kenpachi show up. They're putting their all into it. Byakuya and Hitsugaya get to see Kenpachi's Shikai, which, to be fair, he did just unlock it, like, relatively recently within the actual timeline of the show, if you think about it. So it's a really interesting reaction. It's also funny to think about, in the context of the show, imagine you're a captain, and you just think that Kenpachi has some type of constant release type Zanpakuto, because he's that strong, so it has to be. And then, like, you just find out, like, after literal decades, centuries even, of knowing this man, that no, he can be stronger. Within the context of the universe, being one of the captains, that'd be a crazy thing to learn. We get to see them fight with Gerard a bit more. We see, Gerard, he's the type of person, you injure him, he just gets stronger. And with his sword, if you damage his sword, then you get damaged as well. It's kind of Gerard's a difficult fight. He's a difficult fight. And the ending poem for this episode, I actually struggled a bit to identify who this was, because I sometimes struggle with, like, figuring out who the voice actor is off the top of my head, but I'm 99% sure that's Unohana. Which, that's wonderful, obviously, gotta love Unohana. Those are my overall thoughts on the episode. Please, let me know in the comments, what are some things that you potentially, as a manga reader, if you have read the manga like I have, are hoping might be expanded upon in this cour, because we have, I believe, 7 episodes left. I believe I read it was only 10 episodes of this cour, surprisingly, which kind of makes sense because there's not a lot of content left to adapt. Me personally, I hope that they do some more stuff with Izuru. I would love to see that. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful and delightful week. I will see you in the next video. Bye!